illegally built in wetlands with no permit.
Findings by the Environmental Protection Agency indicate the developer has violated the Clean Water Act by discharging fill after the land was cleared into the wetlands. As Chief Investigator Chris Hockenberger reports, this problem's been going on for years. The Army Corps of Engineers says there are still no permits.
That's right. A federal worker familiar with this development said in a sworn affidavit that no applications have ever been received for permits, and no federal permits were ever issued for the Louisiana Purchase Equestrian Estates subdivision. Tonight, an active cease and desist notice remains active for that subdivision, but as our investigation reveals, there's not much being done to enforce it. This white home with columns, situated in the middle of the Louisiana Purchase Equestrian Estates subdivision in Livingston Parish, was supposed to be Travis Bond's dream home.
They wanted me to sign something.
That dream of a home quickly turned into a nightmare he still can't forget. These pictures show his plight. The house pad, the only bit of high ground after a normal rain.
I only got to cut the grass 4 times in 2 years, and the driveway was steadily sinking. And they told us it was going to cost us $50-something thousand just to get the yard to drain right. That didn't include ripping up the driveway.
Bond says the yard was like mush, the problems continuing to plague him. He says the lot he purchased from developers of the subdivision was in wetlands. According to the sworn affidavit taken last month, William Nethery with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers said 10 years ago the Army Corps of Engineers notified Paco Swain that a portion of the land clearing activities were in wetlands and were violations of the Clean Water Act. He was directed in 2008 to stop work and not to perform any further unauthorized work.
In this case, we've notified a possible violation, basically working without a permit. And when we were able to evaluate the site, there were wetlands on the site, there was development, and so we then take the process of issuing a cease and desist.
The problem eventually made its way to the Environmental Protection Agency. The EPA in 2015 ruled the violation could have constituted a penalty of up to $177,500. But due to Paco Swain claiming he could not pay, a fine of only $500 was implemented, despite the findings being substantiated that part of the subdivision was cleared wetlands.
If the regulations are in place and those regulations were not followed and they're still allowed to do what they're doing, developments, construction, that is very alarming.
Attorney Michael Hendry is representing Bond in his legal battle against the developers.
That's what we're looking into.
He says it's extremely concerning that it appears federal law was simply ignored
Every parish is different.
and continues to not be enforced.
We're fighting for Mr. Bond because we believe that he never should have been in this situation to begin with.
We came to attorney Diana Tonagel's office. She's the attorney representing the developers of the subdivision. She claims everything's been adjudicated and rectified, but she declined to do an on-camera interview. Instead, Tonagel kept referencing the EPA settlement document, saying her client's case had been adjudicated. But that does not jive with what the Army Corps of Engineers told us, as it still currently has an active cease and desist order for the developers of the subdivision.
Under your normal process, if we issue a cease and desist, there's 2 alternatives. There's an alternative to restore the conditions to as it was before they ever worked, or to come back in and get a permit and mitigate for any damages.
Restoring the area to what it looked like before has not happened, as the subdivision continues to grow.
I want justice. I want everybody to know how these developers and owners that own this, what kind of people they are, because a real man wouldn't do that to a working man.
The EPA told WBRZ the agency was limited in what it could say about this case and said it will not confirm or deny the presence of an investigation. It did confirm a penalty complaint was issued to the developers 6 years ago. All right, Chris, thank you.
Whoop-de-doo.